All right, man. Just got done watching Richard Commey versus Jose Pedraza. This was supposed to be, I believe, Richard Comey's 140-pound debut. Um, Pedraza been there. Commey technically fought at 140, but most of them is like catch weights or slightly over. But this supposed to be his real 140 junior welterweight prize fighting debut. And like I said before, he 35 years old. And Jose Pedraza is 33 years old, man. They need to retire, bro. They not no players at 140 pounds. If they can't get down to 135 and let everything pass through 135, and once Haney and them shake the spot and then get a belt. What I seen last night, Richard Commey, man, he just he don't have no balance, and it's always been that way, right? He lacks balance. And he kind of remind you of Deontay Wilder when he put all that weight on to take on Tyson Fury. It's just like his top, it was like a spinning top. When it stopped spinning, the upper torso doing all of this and the lower body is doing something else. Richard Commey has terrible balance, atrocious balance, and a lot of his weight, be on the front foot. And Pedraza early in the first round took advantage of it. Landed some clean shots. They wasn't like the hard, they sounded hard. You know what I'm saying? They really sounded hard, but I don't really think that was much of a lot of hard shots there. All right. But it was Commey hurt him, but Pedraza, he was outgunned as far as punching power, but Pedraza evened up the playing field by going to the body, and the extra weight really didn't benefit Commey in my opinion. I think it was only a 10 rounder. Yep, it was only a 10 rounder, and the weight didn't even benefit Commey like that. He didn't look like he had more energy. He didn't look like he didn't look more vibrant. And he's 35 years old. You know what I'm saying? He's 35 years old. You know what I'm saying? And that's if that's the true age. When you go over to Africa and in countries, a lot of those birth certificates be like forged or made up or whatever. All right, cool fight poster too. But Pedraza, he looked solid. He came out here with the ball head and the ball face. I just, it was an even fight. Pedraza volume versus, Commey big punching power. That's what it was. And and but Pedraza, the best thing was he went to that body, and that's how you take care of a puncher. You let the air out the tires. That's how you handle a puncher. You let the air out the tires. And Commey, they was 12. I don't know. It would have made a difference. But Pedraza just don't carry enough power. Pedraza, but he took Commey power well, but Commey getting old. He getting older. And like I said before, both of them dudes need to retire. If we being honest, both of them need to go ahead and retire. Both of them need to retire. But I mean, it wasn't pretty much, it was just, they had a headbutt, and I think the headbutt also changed Commey. Commey was hurting him earlier, and then that headbutt that Commey got and then cut his eye, I think that was a huge difference maker too. I think that was a huge difference maker. That headbutt changed everything for Richard Commey. But it was a draw was justified. Commey just You know, he had Pedraza hurt. Pedraza covered up. He did enough, but I mean, neither one of these dudes is going to be a player at 140 pounds. We all know that. So I mean, they not even top 10 140-pound fighters. And I say that respectively. Talking about Jose Pedraza, Regis Progress, I bring Gary Anton Russell, beat both Jose Ramirez, Teofimo Lopez. I take Sandor Martin at this point. That's 6. I still take Victor Postal 7, Montana Love 8. Not even naming Josh Taylor, Jack Catterall. That's 10. That's 10 right there. Still ain't named Teofimo Lopez. Alberto Pulo, Duty for background, Abakadabadov. That's 13 names right there. Sabril Matisse, 14. He fighting Jeremias Ponce. I've heard pretty good. 14. So, I mean, it's a deep division, but I just don't see them having the future in the division, man. I was going to say the winner should have retired. I mean, the loser should have retired, but they both should retire. What else is there to prove? Unless you go back down to 140, you wait till everything clear and grab a belt. That's it. Very entertaining, action-packed fight, but it was just like seeing two drunk uncles fight at the barbecue over who ribs is better. And that's what it was. They are, they're not going to be a world champion at those weight classes. They're not. It's not in their future. And Commey just got terrible balance. I don't know if it's just his legs, it's not strong enough, they're too small or whatever, but and the more he move up, that balance is gonna get exposed. That's and Jose Pedraza just don't got enough of it. You gotta remember he barely won the title. He got a gift when he won the super featherweight title versus Egner Cherry. A lot of people feel like he didn't win that fight versus Egner Cherry. So like I said before, man, these dudes at this point at best is just stepping stone. I mean, I can't even call them like journeyman, honestly. If I get past you, I'm ready for the next level. I guess you can say that, but it's just to the point where you just probably just trying to retire for both of them. Their best days are long beyond them. I just didn't see enough to make me warrant like I think they can be contenders. I don't think so. I think Pedraza lost not too long ago. If it wasn't his last fight, yeah. He lost to Jose Ramirez 12-round decision. I didn't watch that. So that's just my opinion on it, man. But yeah, let me know what you girls and guys think. I think I didn't score it, but I do think a draw was warranted. I did think that. All right, but let's talk about Big Baby Anderson and the end. To end the show. He was out 250 days. He had the injury. Remember, he's supposed to be. I forget what the injury was. He's supposed to be on the Tyson Fury and Dillian White card in the UK. He ended up having an injury, and he didn't disappoint last night. Knocked old boy out in the second round. Old boy father and all them. His father was a boxer who just fought not too long ago. They were saying at 50-something years old, and Jared Anderson is in need of a push up in competition. And you don't want to push nobody too soon. I know Bob Barron was saying that they wanted to put him in Wilder at the end of the year. Obviously, that ain't gonna happen. And the dude he's fighting was 24-2. He had been stopped twice. He was stopped by Egit Cabal back in 2018. His name was Malaysia Rafikane. He's from Siberia. But this is supposed to be a warm-up fight for him. But at least by next year, I think he should be knocking on the door of top 15 contenders. All right. Is it too early to say he the next great American? Yes, it's premature. I believe he is, but when you beating them type of dudes, you beating, of course. When you talking about the Zhang dude, Rod Philip Hargovich, That'd be a really good fight, to come up. Derek Chisora, really good fight. You know what I'm saying? You know, Usyk not fought him not too long ago. Jermaine Franklin, Dillian White. Adewale might be a little bit too premature. He's seasoned, so guys like that, Lucas Brown. So you talking about those type of guys? Shit, maybe even a Trevor Bryan. So yeah, you talking about those type of dudes. Maybe the dude that beat Tony Yoka too. It was named Martin Bacoli. But yeah, he looked the real deal. But these the level of opponents he fighting. He should be fighting at this point. He 12 wins. But he just passing the test with flying colors. And last night was no different. Yellow boy took the fight to him. You know what I'm saying? Put him on the ropes in the first round. Start, kind of punching. And Anderson instantly turned the tide. With some body shots, switch hitting, some body shots and coming upstairs. So obviously he was talking about, that he got, more to show, more to show. Did an interview, somebody got more to show than just a fight hype, than just what he's shown. He said he hasn't been forced to box, but apparently he's been giving Fury great work in the gym, and even Fury co-signed him. So it's different when you got the gloves off, but 240 at 22 years old, and he wear the weight well. He seemed like he got a lot of personality, so people gonna love that. 6'4", it might be a little bit, short for this division, but I mean, Usyk shows, that really don't mean nothing. But yep. At some point, I don't think Deontay Wilder's gonna have a problem passing the baton to him. A lot of people try to start some beef between them because, he picked Tyson Fury, but it's just fucking boxing. But yeah, he seemed like he got next, man. Talking about the best prospects out there. I mean, he topped the list right there with Jaron Ennis. So it is what it is. Let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance of notifications. We go live and drop a video. Financial want to support the channel. Cash App, $ CJ Good 313. Venmo CJ Good 313. PayPal link description. Hit the link tree. You can find me on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Apple Music, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music, Spotify, Anchor, and much, much more. My Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, all in that link tree. Appreciate the love, support. One time for the one time. Peace. And check out the fight reaction playlist and the heavyweight boxing talk playlist.